Hey Soul Tribe, it is Intuitive Energy Guide, Clairvoyant, and Source Energy Channel. Cathy Weiss here. Welcome to your weekly energy reading. Oh my gosh, you guys, I am just like so excited for what's coming up for the week of July 15th, 2019. But keep in mind, if you happen to stumble across this video any other time than the week that I've mentioned, you're going to find good stuff in here and you were meant to be here. So even if it's not the week of July 15th, stick around and give this a listen or a watch. So before I get into what's going on with the universal energy this week, I just wanted to give you a quick explanation. As a intuitive and an energy guide and a source energy channel, I'm able to do two different things. One is that I'm able to tune into and feel the energy that is more or less affecting all of us in some way. And I call that a universal message. It means it applies to a whole heck of a lot of us. And chances are, if you are watching this video, the information is going to apply to you. And then I'm also able to tune into individual people and do individualized readings that really is specifically tailored to you and your life and your energy. So know that as I get into today's messages and energy reading, if you're like, yeah, but Cathy, how does that apply to me? Or, I really need something more specific than this general message. That's when you're going to hit the comments or private message me or pop over to my website, Cathy-Weiss.com, and book a private reading so that we can get you those individualized, personalized messages that you really need, okay? But let's dive into what's going on with the energy for most of us during July 15th, 2019. So, guys, first of all, when I started to pick up on the energy for us this week, I immediately got this really interesting image in my mind. And that's what clairvoyance is. I tune into energy and I translate that via images or words. And I saw right away in my mind like an old-fashioned egg beater, in the kind like with the handle that like cranks and spins the eggs. Um, in a bowl. It was like just beating up the eggs in a bowl. And so I'm going to peek over at my notes to make sure that I stay on track for you guys, because the energy that I'm interpreting with that egg beater thing is that everything's a little bit scrambled right now. It's a little bit like confused and all over the place. And as I'm picking things up for you guys, I want to make sure I stay as clear and on track and concise with the messages as possible. But at any time, if you've got questions or comments, whether you're watching this live or even later, shoot them down here in the comments for me so that I can make sure we're really super clear. So first of all, here's what's going on with this egg beater thing. All of a sudden, things that felt really uncertain are going to become very certain for you, like really clear, really obvious. That uncertainty is going to sort of like blow away in the breeze, which is like so great, right? Because we know that when there's uncertainty and confusion, it feels a little bit uncomfortable. So let's get excited that some things that were uncertain are going to be very obvious and clear and certain. The thing that's really interesting though is that in the same topic of your life, wherever you were having that uncertainty or that little bit of like, I don't know, the problem is you have things that are really certain that are now going to become mired in doubt. And things that you were like absolutely positive and sure on are now going to be the things that are like sort of coming at you with some uncertainty, with some like, now I don't really know what's up with that. I thought I did, and now it's not really 100% positive anymore, right? So it's almost like things just got like scrambled up and flipped up and switched places. So and to keep in mind, guys, that whatever is doing that flip flop, it's in one topic of your life. So maybe it's like something going on with your career or your health or a change that you are wanting to make. It's just one topic. So it's not like one area that was uncertain becomes certain and a different area that is certain becomes uncertain, right? Okay, it's one topic where things are going to sort of like flip flop and be a little bit like disorienting for us this week. So the switch is going to cause relief. Oh, things are really clear now. And the switch is going to cause discomfort. So it's like super weird. And discomfort, what I'm hearing is to start to recognize inside your physical body what uncertainty and doubt and discomfort feels like. Like for me, I almost get like right where my diaphragm is, I get like a gripping sensation and my shoulder, like I even did it without thinking about it. You could see it like my shoulders hunch up and my jaw clenches. And the guidance for all of us this week is that you have to catch yourself and then catch yourself again and then catch yourself again when you feel those physical sensations around the discomfort of uncertainty or doubt, to let them go. So it's like, okay, Cathy, ungrip your belly, relax your shoulders, unclench your jaw. There's actually a really cool technique where you like grip down and pull on the jaw to get it to soften. Um, Total side note. I don't know where that came from, except probably one of you needs to know how to do that. And so that's really the big guidance this week is catch yourself over and over and over in the physicalness of whatever's causing you to grip and tighten and clench and hold your breath, to relax and expand and get soft. And here's the deal, guys. Here's where I'm a little different from other intuitives or energy readers or card readers or any other energy worker. I'm not going to leave you with light and fluffy and like, hey, have a great week, enjoy that. When I know that it may not be 100% fun and enjoyable. But we do want to always be taking our eyes in the direction of moving our energy up the emotional scale. We want to be moving up towards joy, towards alignment, and towards freedom. So if you're in discomfort, the first thing I want you to seek is relief. Okay, so sometimes we can't go from discomfort to joy or from discomfort to alignment and freedom. So this week is about catching yourself when you've sunk down into any of those more negative, lower vibration emotions and just come up into relief. Just come up into relaxing the shoulders. Just come up into softening your belly. I'm going to check the messages. So, yeah, that's the main piece of the message for the energy reading and your action step this week, okay? And then what I wanted to do was use some oracle cards to support the message and get a little bit more guidance or information or wisdom. Now, keep in mind, guys, when I use oracle cards, I'm using them as an inspirational tool to help not only me tap deeper into innate wisdom and source wisdom, but to help you as well. So it was really interesting today because I went into, we're in my reading room right now, but I keep my cards in my office, which is next door, and they're in a nice long row. And I was hearing like, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. And one of the things that was interesting, let me show you the box, is that I heard most definitely to pick up this guy. I know it's reversed because of the camera, but this is like a medieval style tarot deck. And if you've been following me along for a while, you know, I don't use tarot cards. I don't read tarot cards. So what I did for this one was I pulled the card right before we started and double checked on the meaning so that I could add the intuitive inspiration to it. And then we'll pull from the oracle decks. But so what I got here was the Seven of Cups. We have this lovely lady here in the middle, and you can see that she's sort of like, oh my God, like what's happening? Which is exactly what is going on with the energy this week. And so the Seven of Cups is about that there's a lot of new opportunities happening for you, but you got to be careful to not get tripped up that your ego is going towards like the bright, shiny object opportunity, or like wishful thinking is like, man, that just looks like such a tasty, delectable morsel of an opportunity. But you have to ask yourself, is that really for my highest good? So in this weird, scrambled up, unclear, clear, the things that's becoming really clear and no longer uncertain, just do a double check to make sure that whatever that thing is really going to serve your highest good, and that it's not sort of like fool's gold, is what I'm hearing. So then I also got a yes Guys, I normally only pull one card, but I also got a yes on this Mother Mary Oracle deck. And I love Mother Mary because it's such a supportive deck. And when I was choosing decks for you guys today, the question or the request that I put out was, please give us information that will help us get through this sort of scrambled up week. And I think that this is like the most loving deck when we're just like, oh, dear universe, please help me. So let's get a great message from this deck as well. Yeah, Debbie, your favorite? I know. I love this deck. It's just so loving and high vibe. Oh, and this is great. This is Our Lady of the Abundant Garden. And I mean, right away when you look at the image, you can see that like everything is blossoming and blooming and growing, and things are ready for harvest. So in when we think in relationship to the Seven of Cups, where there's all this new opportunity and Our Lady of the Abundant Garden, the things that are starting to become clear for you and that feel like a relief for you this week, that's almost like the universe telling you, yes, things are ready or just about ready for like the big fat green go light. But again, we just want to take, because it's a weird sort of scrambled up week, just take a little pause and not charge in. It doesn't mean the answer is like, no, don't do the thing or follow the thing or whatever it is. It just means like, let's just like process it for a second, right? And make sure that everything is feeling good and aligned. And maybe that means you wait until the end of the week or even the start of next week. Peeking into the guidebook for Our Lady of the Abundant Garden, she says this card comes at a time when you are being asked to let go of fears of abandonment in your relationship, fear of failure at work, or fear of not being recognized or valued. I started to cry. Who's feeling that way? I'm like, who is that? That is not me. Somebody, when I said fear of not being recognized or valued, especially when I landed on the word value, I was ready to cry. And this lets me know that I'm feeling from some of you guys that that's really like your biggest fear right now, is that for all of the good and all of the wonder that you're doing in the world, and I can like it's gonna probably come out a little bit, you have this deep fear that there's no value. And I can feel that heaviness and that sadness. And this card is telling us that that fear is preventing you from taking a really important step in this new direction or that new decision. Um, and that's a big part of the uncertainty that's going to start to arise for you this week. It has a lot to do with your concept of personal value. And some of you are going to really benefit from a private reading from me, so that we can really get in there. And I know it's uncomfortable to examine self-worth and self-value, like, ugh, don't even make me go there sort of a feeling. But if we can heal that within you, then this new opportunity that's arising for you is going to really help you blossom. Last message. If you have been wondering if something will take off and flourish or thrive, the answer is yes. And that's why we have to heal any questions of self-value. Because in order for that, yes, for things to take off and launch and flourish in your life, value has to be healed. You have to inherently know that because you're alive and you have a desire and you have a thing that you're trying to do, that's the value. Like that's the universe coming through you. And I'm hearing like shish, shish, shish a little bit, and we're gonna pull one more card today. It's like so fun. Normally do one, maybe two cards, and today three cards, three different decks. Last is a spirit animal oracle, and this is going to be your spirit animal for the week to help you heal and to help you do that sense of like catching yourself over and over and over, letting go of the gripping tightness, breath holding, whatever fear, and let this energy be the positive guide in your life. Remember, these are metaphorical, but they're just super lovely to help us harness what's already inside. Okay. Oh, I see a little break here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull that out for you guys. Oh, what? I love, okay, guys, I just like had a moment here because what we got was skunk spirit. And that wasn't what got me, is that underneath it says know your worth. And I just feel like I could walk away like boom drops like on stage and we wouldn't have to talk about it anymore. Um, wow. Okay, so this is like the big, big, juicy message for all of us this week. Know your worth. You are valuable because you are alive. Your desires are your right desires because they were placed within you from the universe. You are the universe. You are the universe bursting forth through you as you. The universe can't be wrong. So therefore you are valuable and you are worthy, like 100%. And not only that, guys, but the desires, the things that you want to create, the places you want to go to, the life you want, like your ideal life that you're fantasizing about, that is 100% correct. That is the universe wanting to live that life through you. So let's see real quick what skunk spirit says. What do you value? What do you believe in? Is it your best, most authentic self on display? Skunk Spirit comes as a reminder that you can be proud of who you are and what you have accomplished. Guys, I want to cry again. This is a really strong message this week for a lot of us. And I just feel like really super honored that I get to deliver the message and help you guys have a more healing, uplifting week. And I'm super excited to work with some of you privately one-on-one and take this even deeper and juicier than it is in this general message for everybody. Now, everyone will agree with you or share your values, and that's okay. You can walk with your head high, knowing that when you express your integrity, others can feel your authenticity and will be inspired by it. So be who you are. And if your this is cute. If your reputation precedes you, good. That's a good thing, right? You have so much to be proud of. And that's what this week is sort of wrapping up with, or not wrapping up, but like this is the energy to take into the week. Head held high, you're worthy and valuable, even when you have to keep catching yourself and relaxing and settling into new opportunities that are suddenly becoming really clear, but therefore making older or other opportunities that you thought were really the thing unclear. Um, so I'm hearing that this message is complete and that you guys got so much out of it. And again, I just feel this week, I feel really honored to have been here for you. And I feel really grateful that I got to deliver these messages because I know it's going to make a big difference for a lot of us this week to hear this information. And again, guys, if you have questions or comments or are ready to work with me privately to take this from vague, like it's about one area of your life, to actually knowing exactly what area of your life and exactly what you can do to heal and move forward and go into the world knowing your worth and your value, let's meet up. Message me. Go to my website, Cathy with a C hyphen Weiss.com, and book a reading. And let's all have like the best week we can have, knowing that the egg beater is going to scramble us up a little bit. Okay. I love you guys, and I will see you again next week for your weekly energy reading. Oh my gosh. Have a good one, guys. I love you. Namaste. Bye.